Accra. Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
It's midday. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Citi Prime News. We are coming to you live from our studios at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. My name is Ajwa Tinkrama Domina. Coming up.
I stand opposed to it now, and I will stand opposed to it as president, inshallah.
Vice President of the Republic, Dr. Bawumia, speaks for the first time on controversial LGBTQ+. He says, as a Muslim, he is totally against the practice. Also coming up, Parliament seeks clarification from Office of the President on when it can transmit anti-LGBTQ+ bill following initial resistance. Still in this package, Muslims around the world celebrate Eid al-Fitr as President Akufo-Addo touts fulfilling many of its promises to Muslim communities.
7 years down the line, I can say with some measure of satisfaction that the promise has been fulfilled.
And later, Office of the Special Prosecutor hints at ongoing probe on suspected corruption at Scholarship Secretariat since July 2023. We have details of these and more stories coming up in the next 30 minutes. The bulletin is live across the globe on citinewsroom.com. We are also live across the country on a number of affiliates in the Western region. You can find us on Adrimpa 100.7 FM in Takwa, Beach 105.5 FM in Takra, the Sky Power 93.5 FM also in Takra. In the Bunu region, Greener FM 95.9 in Sunyang. Ashanti region, you can tune in to Focus 94.3 FM in Kumasi, Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Volta region, this is Revival 99.3 FM, VOV Radio 95.7 in Hohoi. In the Northern region, you can tune in to Radio Bimbela 91.9 FM. In Upper East, Quality 88.7 FM in Garu, Upper West to Song 97.3 FM in Wa, and Jirapa 96.1 FM. Please stay for details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
A very warm welcome to you this afternoon. To our first story, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has publicly stated his firm opposition to LGBTQ+ activities in Ghana, saying that the Islamic faith, as with other religions in Ghana, opposes such activities. The Vice President's comments come as a response to calls from various groups, particularly from some Muslim communities in the country, to state his position on LGBTQ+ activities in Ghana. Dr. Bawumia was speaking during the Eid al-Fitr prayers at the Kumasi Central Mosque in the Ashanti region today.
It is important to note that our cultural and societal norms and values as Ghanaians frown on the practice of homosexuality. Furthermore, as a Muslim, my view on this matter aligns with the position of my religious faith. The Holy Quran is replete with verses frowning on LGBTQ acts, including same-sex marriages. My faith is, therefore, very strictly against the practice of homosexuality. Allahu Akbar. No ifs or buts, no shades of grey. Therefore, I personally cannot support that which my religion and indeed all major religions in Ghana, as well as our societal norms and values, clearly and unequivocally forbid. All the major religious traditions in Ghana, Christianity and Islam, are opposed to this practice. And I stand opposed to it now, and I will stand opposed to it as president, inshallah.
You had the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, also the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But let's stay on the issue of the anti-LGBTQ+ bill, because a clerk to Parliament, Cyril Insia, has written to the Executive Secretary to the President, Nana Asante Bediatu, seeking clarification on when to transmit the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, also known as the anti-LGBTQ+ bill. Now, this follows a letter from Mr. Bediatu that directed Parliament to desist and cease from transmitting the bill to President Akufo-Addo for his assent until related matters before the Supreme Court are resolved. I have been joined in studio by our presidential correspondent here at Citi FM, Citi TV, Sami Wiafe, who joins us with more from this letter. Sami, what more is the letter saying? All
right, so it's addressed to the Secretary to the President, Nana Asante Bediatu, Office of the President, Jubilee House, Accra. It says, Dear Secretary to the President, transmission of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Value Bill 2024. It reads, I'm writing to acknowledge receipt of your letter number OPS 140/1/24/235 dated 18th of March 2024 on the above subject matter and received in my office on the 19th of March 2024. I have taken note of the content of the letter, particularly the text in the last paragraph, which states that, quote, in the circumstances, you are kindly requested to cease and desist from transmitting the bill to the President until matters before the Supreme Court are resolved, unquote. It says, accordingly, I await an indication in writing your office on when the presentation of the Human Sexual Rights and Family Value Bill 2024 to the President can be done, and for the President to consider ascending to it pursuant to Article 1067 of the 1992 Constitution. Faithfully yours, Cyril K.O. Insia, Clerk to Parliament, and is copied to the Vice President, the Speaker of Parliament, the Majority Leader, Minority Leader, Attorney General, and the Chief of Staff at the Office of the President. The letter is dated the 10th of April 2024.
Which was yesterday.
Which is yesterday. Today is a holiday. I'm not sure the office has received. Probably by tomorrow, Monday, they should receive it.
Thank you so much. Sami Wiafe is our presidential correspondent here at Citi FM and Citi TV, bringing you up to speed on that letter from Parliament to the Office of the President, seeking clarification on when really they can present that bill on the anti-LGBTQ+. Let's move away from that, but still around the presidency, because President Akufo-Addo says his administration has fulfilled many of the promises it made to Zongo communities ahead of the 2016 elections. Nana Akufo-Addo says the establishment of the Zongo Development Fund has brought major development in Zongo communities. Speaking at this year's Eid celebration in Accra, Nana Akufo-Addo says his government has been kind to Muslim communities.
Ulama, I came to you in the course of the 2016 electioneering campaign with a promise to make.
You heard President Akufo-Addo there. We'll bring you the audio in our subsequent bulletins, but the Office of the Special Prosecutor, away from that, says it has already commenced investigations into suspected corruption and corruption-related offences at the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. The office was petitioned after an investigative report by a news outlet, the Fourth Estate, alleging that scholarships intended for deserving academically excellent but needy students were instead given to politically exposed persons. In a letter responding to a petition filed by a former NUCS president and currently the Deputy National Youth Organizer of the NDC, Osman Ayariga, the OSP says it had been investigating the subject since July 2023. Here are portions of the letter from the Office of the Special Prosecutor, read by City News' Ni Aikwe Okai.
The Office of the Special Prosecutor commenced investigation into suspected corruption and corruption-related offences at the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat circa July 2023. The investigation is active and ongoing. You may be contacted for assistance should the need arise.
Those were portions of a letter from the Office of the Special Prosecutor read by Citi News' Ni Ayikwe Okaim. But still on matters related to scholarships, the Africa Education Watch has called for the publication of beneficiaries of the government scholarship scheme to ensure transparency and accountability. This is in response to an investigative report by the Fourth Estate, which alleges that scholarships intended for deserving and academically excellent students in need were instead granted based on political affiliations and other considerations. According to the Fourth Estate investigation spanning 2019 to 2020, individuals linked to the New Patriotic Party, the governing party, were reportedly given preferential treatment in the awarding of the scholarship. Speaking to Citi News, Senior Programs Officer for Africa Education Watch, Divine Pe, also called for an overhaul of the scholarship scheme.
The underlying factor for what we are seeing is the opaque nature the scholarship management or the secretariat operates. There's no transparency in what they do over there. We do not see them publishing names of scholarship awardees. There's no information, and it doesn't even look like they are accountable to anyone. So for us to address the situation, then we need to ensure that the operation is more transparent. Before we even get to the point of ensuring that there's transparency in what they do, there's a need to ensure that there is a system overall when it comes to general scholarship management in the country. I think the silos in which we operate or our award scholarship scheme is not helping. GNPC is doing something different. GetFund is doing something different. The Scholarship Secretariat is doing something different. If we can have a commission that is under the Ministry of Education responsible for managing all scholarships, it will help. And if we have this commission, then it means that we are removing the scholarship management from the office of the president and bringing it under the Ministry of Education. And then there's a need for us to have annual publication of awardees. And once we have that, then we can be raising issues if there are. And the more there's a transparency in the persons that are awarded the institution, then the more we are strengthening the system.
You heard a Senior Programs Officer for the Africa Education Watch, Divine Pe. Let's stay on education because the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, GRASAG, has accused the government of blatantly disregarding matters that should be prioritized in the educational sector. This follows concerns raised over the non-payment of research support grants for graduate students. The association explains that this pivotal funding has been in arrears for over the past 3 years, affecting academic activities of graduate students. In media engagement in Accra, the president of GRASAG, Claudius Angsona, cited the construction of the National Cathedral as an example of the government's attention to misplaced priorities.
We are in this country where we believe that we can bring heaven to Ghana, where we strongly believe that building a national cathedral will solve every single problem in this country. We are calling the government. If you are saying that you are going to build a cathedral to honor God, but then you are neglecting graduate students and you are over-prioritizing misplaced priorities, things that doesn't benefit the country, things that doesn't benefit graduate students here in the country. We are against this and we are calling for our bursaries. Pay our bursaries now. If not, we are not going to stop any day.
President of the University of Ghana chapter of GRASAG, Claudius Angsona, speaking. But still on that, ranking member on the Education Committee in Parliament, Clement Apark, has expressed displeasure with the government's inability to make timely payments of bursaries to graduate students. Speaking to Citi News, Clement Apark called on the Scholarship Secretariat for an immediate resolution.
It is unfortunate, and yet again, it's another indication of how the current government pays lip service to education at all levels, knowing fully well that graduate students have timelines and research is a very important component of graduate studies. It baffles one's mind why there are delays in remitting them their research grants. So I would like to call on government, and I believe this falls under the auspices of the Scholarship Secretariat, if I'm not wrong, to move fast in mobilizing the needed resources so that our graduate students can proceed with their studies. I mean, we need them. I mean, we want to grow as a nation, and we know that the human resource is most important. And graduate students clearly are those who are going to come back and assist.
Clement Park further called for an upward adjustment in the bursaries because the current amount of 420 Ghana cedis was woefully inadequate given the state of the economy.
We all know the levels of inflation. I mean, as of yesterday, we were told that inflation was 25.8%. And clearly, the work that one could do with 400 Ghana cedis a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, clearly cannot be done now. So I truly wonder why we are not looking at adjusting the research allowance upwards to reflect inflation. We have to be realistic to understand that while there is inflation, we must consider the effects on the spending power of the amount we give to the graduate students. So I think it is a fair comment, and I would want to urge, the appropriate authorities to take another look at it. Well, I wonder what 400 cities can do. I really wonder.
Dr. Clement Park is a ranking member on the Education Committee of Parliament. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News, broadcasting live from our studios in Adabraka, Accra. When we return, coalition of CSOs in health say they're skeptical about government's assurance of clearing some delayed life-saving drugs at the port. Please stay for details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Citi TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on channel 363. On GoTV, we're on channel 117, and on HD+, get us on channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search, but take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Citi TV. Citi TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and HD+ boxes. Citi TV, it's your world.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Yeah, welcome back. Let's do some more stories. The Finance Minister, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, has donated 3 dialysis machines to the Tamale Teaching Hospital. The hospital currently has only 2 of such machines, creating challenges in the treatment of kidney-related diseases. After the presentation, Dr. Amin Adam highlighted the need to increase the hospital's capacity to better handle renal cases.
2 dialysis machines here against the population that require the services of dialysis. I think is woefully inadequate. I mean, I didn't even know that you had 2 machines. We should have responded much quicker than we have done. All the news in Accra is about Kwalebu dialysis unit, but nobody has talked about the fact that Tamale Teaching Hospital has 2 dialysis machines, 7 huge population, including people coming from Upper East, Upper West.
That was the Finance Minister, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam. Related to health, now the coalition of CSOs in health say they are skeptical about government's assurance of clearing the delayed life-saving drugs at the port due to unpaid import duties by Friday. The Ministry of Health has said significant progress has been made in clearing the remaining 182 out of 435 containers of antiretrovirus, TB and malaria medicines at the Tema port by April 12. This comes after the Global Fund threatened to halt deliveries to Ghana if the bottlenecks at the port are not handled. President of the Ghana HIV and AIDS Network, Ernest Austin, spoke to Citi News.
We welcome the intervention from the Ministry of Health, except that this is not the first time they are making such a promise to us. The difference this time is that the new acting Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, in the person of Madame Julie Esiam, has also stepped into the matter, and she has indicated that she's going to collaborate with the ministry to ensure that they clear the commodities. That is what is new about this new statement from the ministry. So we are giving them the benefit of the doubt, hoping that by Friday we'll be able to clear all the commodities. You
heard the president of the Ghana HIV and AIDS Network, Ernest Austin. Now, Citi TV and Citi FM, in collaboration with the Ghana Chamber of Mines, have inaugurated a state-of-the-art health center in Mepe, situated within the North Tongue constituency of the Volta region. This is part of Citi FM, Citi TV's Volta Relief Campaign, launched on October 25, 2023, and later upgraded to Operation Rebuild to mobilize relief efforts for the displaced victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage. Apart from the health center, a number of displaced communities had benefited from resettlement structures designed in a dormitory-style format to house about 300 individuals and equipped with essential facilities including washrooms. City News' Umar Sanda Amadou brings us more in this report.
Well, the City Newsroom today is celebrating a big and a huge success. The success is what is behind me here, the Mepe Health Center. Now, remind you that a few months ago, in fact last year, Citi FM, Citi TV, we were on a massive campaign mobilizing resources to support victims of the flooding of the Volta River as a result of the opening of the spill gates of the Akosombo Dam and the pond dams. Villages at the downstream of the dam were affected. Many people lost their homes. They've had to be resettled, and many people have to move and stay with their family members. Mepe became the epicenter of, even though we reported in several other communities for you. We were also here in Mepe and brought you the story of devastation and suffering by the people. The Member of Parliament for this area, Samuel Kujetu Ablakwa, swung into action and helped with the mobilization efforts and the assistance. The government, of course, was involved as well, doing its own bit. We at Citi FM and Citi TV also were approached by the traditional authorities here who said they wanted us to give them some of the blessings that we're sending to other communities. Communities like Topo, communities like Adan, communities like Pando, communities like Bakwa, which are benefiting from the projects that we are putting up. So in other areas, we put up resettlement centers where the people who have been displaced can come and stay in, and or they would move in as and when there is a need. The issue of resettlement centers has been done largely by the Member of Parliament for this area, the Honorable Samuel Kujetu Ablakwa. In fact, one is behind me, that green building there. So we were invited as a company to help construct a health center. And today is a day we are here to open this particular health center for persons who are now having to live in this community as persons who have had to move from their homes following the flooding. Our Oga Kwata Oga at the top, and he's going to give us the purpose of this particular project that we have embarked on. The CEO and Managing Director of Citi FM and Citi TV, Samuel Ata Mensah. Papa Sam, we salute you, sir.
In Topo, a gentleman approached me and said to me that it's good that you are giving us food to eat. It's good that you are giving us all these things. But the problem is that when you are gone, we don't even have a place to keep them. Then we started thinking about shelter, which then took us to the dormitory buildings that we put up in Topo to start with. And then we put up another in Adan. We put up another in Pando. We put up the market in New Bakba. Just then, the Chamber of Mines came in and promised us a huge sum of money just when we were giving up. And at the same time, the regional health leadership had invited us. So we came here, and I announced boldly, because I was standing on something. They had promised us money. And then I told the chief and the people that it would take us 2.5 months to put up the building. Did it happen or not? Then let's collect the offering. So based on the help offered to us by the Ghana Chamber of Mines, we were able to put up the health center.
The Ghana Chamber of Mines recognizes the importance of investing in the health and welfare of our people and communities. We recognize that sustainable development goes beyond economic prosperity. It encompasses the holistic well-being of every individual. This health facility stands as a testament to our unwavering commitment to that belief. Citi FM, Citi TV, extensive reportage and initiatives on the unfortunate disaster occasioned by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam garnered a lot of sympathy and support for the welfare of the flood victims. We laud your efforts. The Ghana Chamber of Mines will continue to work with the relevant stakeholders, including the Honorable MP, Citi FM and Citi TV, and the Ghana Health Service, to ensure that this facility is properly equipped with modern hospital accessories.
By the commissioning of this project, we are going to ease the pressure on Bator Catholic Hospital, and we can take care of cases that can be managed here in Mepe without covering the distance all the way to Bator. As people of faith, I am happy that today is a very important day on the Islamic calendar. And as Christians, as traditionalists, we all know that in the Bible, it is James who tried to simplify everything for us, who tried to define for us what true religion is. And in the Bible, James chapter 1, verse 27, James gives us that definition, that true religion is to take care of the afflicted.
Diseases arising from disasters, like what we experienced in Mepe in the last quarter of 2023, can slow progress towards universal health coverage and rob people of their basic human rights to health. Though the health service and its partners, as well as many well-meaning organizations and individuals, stretched beyond themselves to mitigate and respond to the crisis, we still need to be diligent during the recovery phase of the floods, which we are in currently. Our objectives for the post-flood era include strengthening healthcare delivery and referral systems, providing continuous psychological support to the victims who suffered permanent losses, strengthening integrated disease surveillance and response to detect disease conditions that can spread quickly and undermine the gains made, and build it on the public health emergency management systems. The health facility we are commissioning today will be a crucial asset in realizing these objectives in this post-flood era.
So first of all, CEO of Citi FM, Samuel Atta Mensah, is going to do the handing over, so he's going to join us there. He's going to hand over to the Regional Health Director, the District Health Director, and he's going to do the handing over alongside our sponsors, the Chamber of Mines. Now, we are also going to hand over to the Member of Parliament, to the District Chief Executive. These are the political persons that we are going to hand over to. Then our own traditional chief is also going to be part of the recipients of this particular facility.
On this occasion, we are here and we join hands with the people of Mepe traditional area, and also in collaboration with the Ghana Chamber of Mines and the District Assembly here, we cut the sod open for the Mepe Health Center facility. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
So I unveil this plaque commemorating the Mepe Health Center in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you.
So this is a health center which has a female maternity side and a regular side. So this is a general OPD. So when the patients come, they will be sat here, nurses will attend to them. This is the main lobby. The maternity side is on the right, which is full maternity services So there's an antenatal consulting, there's a consulting room, there's a labor ward, delivery room for females on the right. And then we have a general consulting room and a male ward, a lab, and a dispensary.
With the support of you, the viewers and listeners of Citi FM and Citi TV, giving us the money that is required to put up this project that we have put up, which project we are opening to the people. Meanwhile, in the background, the health screening is happening by the Mefe Health Directorate, and these people would be having folders very soon, which folders will be in the folder room of this health center. They would have nurses here, they would have a physician assistant, they would have laboratory services here, and all these details that they require, all these assistance that they need would be given to them.
That report was filed by Citi News' Umar Sanda Amadou, bringing us to the end of the 8th edition of the Citi Prime News, which came to you live from our studios in Adabaka, Accra. For more news, please visit citinewsroom.com. My name is Ajua Tinkrama Domina. Thank you for listening. Barakadi Sadla.